All right. About to log in for the third Wiseman game. Who's out there? All right. So anybody out there? Let's see here. Change this thumbnail. Okay. Eight more minutes on that. Okay. All right. Arizona wins the thumbnail contest. You're going to be part of the thumbnail. If I can just get rid of that real quick. Oh man, it's hard to see me. There we go. Okay. Hang tight. We're going to watch us some Wiseman pretty soon. Save that. But I also want to make sure I got it on here. Oh, I should put this computer on the NBC stream. Yeah, hasn't started on ESPN Plus. NBC Sports area. Watch. Get my Uverse password. Okay, hang on. Oh, that doesn't start till 7 on the dot. Okay, so we're good. We got 7 more minutes. Maybe I can play you something about Wiseman from Bob Myers today on the radio. Let's see. Okay, what's up, people? Hello. We don't know. It's day to day when Wiseman comes back. Molinari, what's up? Shout out Philippines. Okay. What we're going to do right now is go here, NBAGleague.com, open up another window. Oh, shoot. I did the wrong thing. Let me just copy the URL. Copy the URL right here. Oops. Yeah. NBA G League. Yeah. Okay. Copy the URL on that. Hold on a sec. I gotta log in and everything. Okay. So, James is in LA to face Agua Caliente Clippers. No box score yet. Wow, Chris Chiozza is averaging 11.7 assists per game. Game starts in 4 minutes. Why don't I just play some Wiseman information from the radio today? It's for the hell of it.
Yeah, look, I think he's going to play tonight in LA for the G League team and then come back. I don't think he'll play tomorrow night for an NBA team. That would be a back-to-back, which we're avoiding right now. But from then on, Bonte, it's kind of up in the air. We're going to have a few days off here in practice together. We'll see how that goes. We'll decide whether he needs another G League game or if he's ready to go, and Steve will put him in the rotation. But I think we are getting to some level where maybe it's not Wednesday, maybe it's not Sunday, but putting him in some NBA games and getting him some NBA minutes. Because if we don't, it's not fair to him or his teammates to just throw him in a playoff game.
Right.
I don't think that would be a good idea. So we're probably getting closer. I don't know if it's 5 days away or 7 days away or whatever it might be from an NBA game, but it's coming, and hopefully that'll leave us, 10 games to utilize and put him in spots where we might be able to use him. But at this point, the truth is we haven't scripted that out yet. We want to keep watching these games. We want to watch them tonight. He's got practice. Our team, like I said, has a few days to practice. We'll get some good practices in with this stretch from Wednesday to Sunday. We don't play Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So
how do you look to you, Bob? How do you look to you in those 2 games?
He looked good. I mean, I think if I were to evaluate it, the first game I thought really good, under control. Some of his teammates were taking some of his rebounds, which is fine as long as we get the rebound. I thought the biggest improvement I saw was in the rebounding. I think I saw a big leap there as far as from last year. Getting in position to rebound, securing the rebound. His finishing is elite. I mean, when you get him around the rim, his finishing is elite. Catching it in traffic is something he's got to work on. Made his free throws in the first game, didn't in the second game. I'm not worried about him being a bad free throw shooter. I think he just needs reps. He explored his game a little bit more on Sunday, which is good in the G League, and we're going to have to figure out in the NBA that freedom of offensive kind of what he's allowed to do is probably going to be more limited with our NBA team. Yeah. But in the G League, yeah, you want to take some of these shots. Okay, fine, it's the G League. Just like when Moody and Kamigo go down there, they get a lot more freedom. They get to handle in the pick and roll and do things like that. Changes a lot of some of that. But when he comes and plays with us, I imagine what it's going to be is a lot of high screen rolls and dive into the rim. And because of how big he is, and you guys know this, somebody has to go with him when he dives. We don't have that dive threat. Last time we had that with JaVale McGee. Mm-hmm. We will need that. I think if you harken back to the playoffs however many years ago, I think against Cleveland, we didn't play JaVale in the Houston series because of the way Houston played.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And they would, we didn't want to put him on Harden, so Looney got big minutes. But in the Cleveland series, we put him out there and started him, and he opened up our offense. So that's why we think we have to get some games in the regular season to give that optionality to Steve for the playoffs.
Yeah, I think you make a great point. And you looking at Wiseman, Poole.
All right, so that's my clip that I took. It was actually a really good interview with Bob Myers today, and I hope to splice it and dice it for you tomorrow. But let's refresh the screen and see if it started. 6:59, here we go. About to start. See if you can see it all right. Because it's not on the G League YouTube channel, I decided just put it on here. But you're going to have to deal with the crappy screen and all that. It's the limitations of what we have here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and also stream it over here, and hopefully it'll be in sync. Appreciate you appreciating me, and we're all in this together. We're all in this together at the end of the day. Just like Draymond said last night in the post game when he was angry at apparently Anthony Slater. But anyway, that's another story, which we can discuss later, but let's watch the game. And I will commentate as I can. I'm going to put NBC on my TV. You guys can see that there. I wish I had some sound, but we're not going to go with sound for, obvious reasons. There's James way over here. Oh, did he just score? I think he just scored. Way to go, James. We check the box score real quick. Oh, hurry, Rich. Hurry. They're still taking it out. They didn't even put the score up. Anyway, they're still dribbling it up. I think it pauses for me when I... Next ball out of bounds, I'll go live. What an angle. We're in the freaking nosebleeds here. Let me see if I can I... Yeah, there. That's a little bit better for you guys. I'll even just... I'll go... Okay, that one's half a minute behind. We'll just have to deal with this, folks. You see that? He's in the middle. Golly, we're in the nosebleeds. That guy that just shot the runner. Second thoughts. When you see a 7-footer right in front of you, it's not that easy to complete your goal. Oh shit! I'm sorry. I paused it by accident. I am trying to do this, enlarging this for all of us. Zoom in on this puppy because it is one small camera up there in the rafters. Oh, good disruption, James. Did you guys see that? Disrupted the attempt. Man, in a way, what you're watching might even be better than the actual stream because I'm zooming in on it. Quindary. Is that Quindary? No, that's LJ Figueroa by the looks of it. I only know a couple of these guys. They missed. James wasn't in the play there. And I can just scroll down and get the score every now and then. Nothing there for James. He's boxing out that dude. Run the floor, James. Get down there. That guy goes 1-on-4 and gets an and one. LJ Figueroa. Let me see if I can do this. Okay, cool. All is well. All is well. Man, these are some nosebleed cameras. Let's check his stats real quick. Boom. Okay, he's 0 for 1. What's this? 5? Oh, plus minus. 2 rebounds already. Oh, sorry. Here we go. Oh, it does pause. It does pause the live stream when I go away from the window. Interesting. So we can kind of analyze this a little bit more than usual. It's kind of cool, actually. Okay, let me like, I can barely see twice. I'm not satisfied with this stream. So Lob missed it. We have really enlarged this live stream for you. Cool. I like this better, honestly. Cool thing to note. Wiseman swat gets his own rebound. That's 3 rebounds. That's dude just alley-oop to himself. LJ Figueroa basically alley-oop to himself. Is that LJ? No, that's not LJ. My bad. We'll check next dead ball. Oh, Pemberton. That was Eli Pemberton. 3 good. Wiseman not in the picture there. Oh, let me get this out of here. Yeah. Bruce. I see you, Bruce. Okay, so there's Wiseman. So I looked it up. Oh, steal. Oh, run the floor, James. Bad pass. Our ball still. But I looked at the Agua Caliente Center, and let's go take a look. Refresh. James, no points. What's that? 1 block. And the other team has center Siobhan Thompson. Siobhan Thompson's about 6'10". So Wiseman just went out. He just went out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go live. And we are live now, okay? So let's take a look and see if anybody's tweeting anything about Wiseman. I just put this there it is. I just put this YouTube video up that was a splice of his highlights and what Coach Seth Cooper said about him. We're up 14-4. Okay, so let's get out of this ad. Move on. Go back to live. And we will run that at halftime. How about that? Can run that at halftime. Thanks, folks. Splash that like button. Yeah, right. Hope so. Hope so. Amy. Yeah. Yeah, I got rid of that. I got rid of that. When Wiseman's on, I'll clear the comments thing. You can watch it by staying right here. Won't be doing this for normal NBA games, but I know. She'll be back at some point. It's game over. Kinda. If they're 100% healthy, Draymond and Wiseman. But then again, Wiseman, we just need him to back up Looney in case Looney gets into foul trouble is the bare minimum that we need. Oh, okay. Thanks. I don't know if that's the best thing to do. I don't see James out there. No, that's Salam right there, playing center. Salam Mawugbe. So yeah. A lot of Reddit people don't like me, to be honest with you. But that's okay. Life goes on, man. And now that we're doing more positivity on here, doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter who hates me anymore. I am not going to be bitter about anything anymore. What crazy stat, Jabs? I don't know if streaming G League matches is legal, but I'll tell you what, our stream is very non-ideal. There's no sound, et cetera, and I don't even care what happens. Like we could just turn away when Wiseman's not even on, right? Like, do you guys really care about this? So we're watching it in a little different light. Oh, and I wanted to make sure we have Kevin Dana on here for any latest tweets. But yeah, let's just go to live again. It's live. Nothing doing. The problem is when I leave the window to go to another window, it pauses automatically. And I just wish it would keep going. Let's make sure this is live. Yep, it's live. Okay. What's up? So inspirational. Yeah, Fred Wiseman. Oh, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Whoever posted me on Reddit, go back after the game and delete it because I don't want nobody mad at me after. They go, "What? He streamed the game. See, here's proof he streamed the game." Just go delete your post after because it's not relevant anymore at that point. Or go delete it at halftime or something. Whatever. I don't know. Okay, here's the crazy stat. Dre and Steph played together for 15 minutes. In those 15, oh my goodness. Wow. Ooh, that's a stat. That's a stat for you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about Brian Windhorst is like a Eastern Conference type guy. So who is he talking to? It's kind of, I don't know. But it does make sense. If you heard the Bob Myers radio interview that I played in the beginning of the stream, it does make sense. It makes a lot of sense. And when I play at halftime, what we got on our channel from Seth Cooper, the last half of that interview, he basically says Wiseman is in the late stages of the rehab, and it's very much like when Clay went to Santa Cruz. Except when Clay went to Santa Cruz, they had like a whole week off. It was weird in the scheduling. So what they did is they ran two basically exhibition games, closed the doors, exhibition games, brought scorekeepers in, brought referees in, and it was basically exhibition games that Clay got to play in. Right now, they're unable to replicate that exact environment because when you practice right in the middle of a season, for Santa Cruz, it can wear on you and affect your gameplay. So they're not practicing right now. So they're not able to do any exhibition games. Therefore, they have to put Wiseman in the real G League games. So that's in comparison between what Clay went through and what Wiseman's going through right now. If let's see, I've watched. I know, right, David? Yeah. Good question right here. If Wiseman comes back, can he start instead of Looney? I would say no. I would say he has the potential to start in place of Looney. The example I've been giving on these live streams is that, let's say, so first of all, Wiseman just needs to back up Looney, right? That's all he really needs to do. Let me center this a little bit better. Looney gets in foul trouble against Jokic. Guess what? We got to go to Wiseman. But between now and the playoffs, because let's say we play Denver in the first round. Between now and the playoffs, we can experiment. Steve can just put Wiseman in certain situations. Wiseman's probably not gonna, rebound, run the break, go between the behind his back 2 times like last game. He's not gonna do that. So what he's gonna do is he's just gonna pass the ball to somebody else like Draymond, have him bring it up, run the offense, and this is when Looney has 2 fouls early on, right? Or second unit, maybe run some pick and roll with Jordan Poole, something like that. But definitely pick and roll because that's what he's doing here. And it's not the 0.5 basketball, So I don't think Wiseman would start because that kind of offense with Draymond, Steph, and Clay on the floor, really Draymond on the floor, it's such a special offense. It's such, Warriors brand of basketball. That's not really Wiseman's game. Wiseman's game right now, keep it simple, pick and roll. However, what could happen is what if we fell? What if we went 0-1? What if the Denver Nuggets went up 1-0 on us or they're up 2-1? Let's say they beat us, we beat them normal style. Then they beat us again and Jokic goes off. At that point, we're down 2-1. Maybe it's time to start Wiseman in game 4, right? So I think those are really the only scenarios where Wiseman, not those. That is only the one scenario that I can see Wiseman starting in front of Looney. Substitute Jokic for anybody else that's a pretty awesome center, be it could be the Memphis Grizzlies if they're beasting us on the boards. It could be DeAndre Ayton. Who else in the West is there? Let's take a look. I don't want to cut into the. Let's wait until a commercial to look at the standings. But I'll look at it right here. NBA standings 2022. Who else is in the West? Oh, Rudy Gobert. I mean, unlikely. I mean, Looney, I think, can handle it with Rudy. Minnesota Timberwolves, maybe. Clippers have Zubats, but we just showed a few days ago or a week ago that we can handle a guy like Zubats, right? Still no Wiseman. Next time out, because if I leave this window, it pauses where I left off. So I'm going to wait until it's an official timeout and go check how many minutes Wiseman has. Actually, I could just check it on the G League site here. Let me check it over here. Wiseman has 4 minutes played. You want him at about 20. So he'll come back in at some point. Okay, so that's my long-winded answer on Looney versus Wiseman. Yeah, so I would disagree with you, Eric Valdez. I don't think Wiseman's going to start except for that scenario that I just gave you. And you never know. You never know. Like something else might come up that we couldn't never even think about, and suddenly Wiseman's starting. Maybe against Memphis, Steven Adams is so big. I don't know. Maybe Looney gets general illness. Knock on wood. But anyways, I think we're all in agreement that we would all love to see Wiseman start. Oh, there he is, right? There he is. He's back. We would all love to see Wiseman start. Oh, got the runner over him. We would all love to see Wiseman start game 1, 2022-23 season. Oh, nice power move and one. There's literally nothing that guy can do about it. And that's how you want to finish. That's great to see James just go up with authority right there to almost want the contact. That's exactly what we want. Like no finesse on that play. You got to pick your spots when to do finesse. And I love that about James. I love that he's a guy that can switch from power to finesse any given moment. That part is really cool. Let's see how much time's left in this one. Okay, it's about 1.5. 1.5 and 1. Oh, Wiseman. Good hustle by the Clipper to sneak by and knock it out of Wiseman's hands. Let's watch the inbound play, because the Warriors run the same thing. So they're basically using him as a screener, but the other team's kind of giving him space. Wiseman jumper, no good. Man, he could have that all day, Just think about next year. And his ability he doesn't have the best timing, but he's so big that he can time that runner a little bit off and still affected a little bit. 10 seconds left. Right? Oh. Okay, so if anyone was interested in the score, there it is, 30-22. We are up. Let's look at his stats. Refresh. Three points on that and one. Couple missed jumpers, 2 rebounds, both defensive, 1 block shot, and 1 turnover. 6 minutes played, multiply by 4, you got 24 minutes. I would expect him to be around 24 minutes by now. All right, what do we got in the comments? Let's go, Warriors. Dean, what's up, Dean? Where's Wiseman? He was on the bench when you tuned in. Yeah, I know, but look, I get that Wiseman is so much bigger than Looney, but Looney's already played, how many, right? How many games? Like bkref.com, Kevon Looney. I mean, 69 games already. It's like you're gonna bench him right now after 69 games. He's done a good job. I don't agree with this, Tony. I actually, Bielitsa, they're completely different players. Bielitsa and Wiseman. So it depends what actions you want and who's on the floor for the other team. So do you want to kind of, slow the pace a little bit, go down inside? Do you want to run pick and roll with JP? You definitely are not running the 0.5 basketball, which Bielitsa can do. So that it's not that simple, guys. It's your game plan. It's not take Mike Brown's last spreadsheet of rotations and find and replace Belly with Wiseman. It's definitely not that. Yeah, David, but why would we put Moody and Kuminga in a G League game at this point? Why would we do that? So it's not the same. Each circumstance is different. It's not the same. So yeah, would be. Hoopers throughout time. What's up? Thank you. Let's see. Turn the tab into its own window. Yeah, I know I could do that, but I want to just keep it simple this way that I've been doing. Should be back by now. Oh, we missed 24 seconds. My bad. Let's go back. Let's catch it all. I'm assuming Wiseman's in there. Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay. Start of the second right here. There's Wiseman. Boxes out. Nope, they splash it. Let's check the score. 30-25. Okay. There's Wiseman down low. They finally hit him. Bad timing. Charge. Don't know who to blame on that alley-oop. Pemberton saying my fault. Let me get this off, but thank you. Oh man, I'm behind on the comments big time. And I gotta watch the actual stream so that my analysis isn't off by 20 seconds. Let's see. Did he come off? He came off the floor. Huh. There's Wiseman. You see him? He's right here. That was quick. I mean, that was less than a minute. I'm going to go check TweetDeck and see if there's anything up with him. Kevin Dana, maybe. Go check him out. Twitter.com before I see. Huh. I don't see any information on why Wiseman sat down after less than a minute. Just keep an eye on him there. Trying to see, is he like, he got a towel on his leg. I don't know if maybe jammed a thumb or something. I don't know. Don't want to speculate. No idea why he's out. Anybody see anything? Let me check our comments and just go down to the new comments. Oh, cool. Jamal Murray, G League. Yep. Tyreek Evans. But remember, Tyreek Evans is technically a free agent. He can sign with any NBA team he wants if they make room for him and want to sign him right now. How am I watching this? ESPN Plus. Yeah, we're going to have 3 days of rest. So Golden State Warriors will play tomorrow against Boston. Going to be a really good matchup. Steve Kerr said on the radio today that he's looking forward to that one as a true test because Boston has a lot of size at every single position. Even point guard Marcus Smart is technically a bigger point guard at 6'4". Burly frame. Steph's going to have his work cut out for him, and then they'll take the day off the next day, which will be Thursday. Then they have practices on Friday and Saturday. Then a home game on Sunday against who was it again? The Spurs. Shout out Popovich. Yep. And this whole Tyreek Evans thing, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense in terms of like our 15 guys, we're set. Like we're healthy and we're set. Who are you going to cut at this late juncture? I mean, really, again, I've been saying this on every live stream for the last 3 live streams. Bob Myers used to be Tyreek Evans' agent. So I think a part of this was doing Tyreek a favor. Say, hey, look, have you come in, work out. Let's see how you're doing. Keep tabs on you just in case of some kind of injury, knock on wood. And maybe if other people know that we worked you out, that might increase your stock a little bit. And who knows if that actually worked with the G League Bucks, but any little bit helps. But for the Warriors to sign Tyreek Evans, not if everybody's healthy, no way. And the other thing is, even though Bob has a great relationship, obviously, with Tyreek, it's always good to, show him around Chase, wine and dine him a little bit, make sure he leaves with a positive feeling about our franchise because he's going to be a free agent during the summer. And we're going to have him in and we're going to work him out again. And we're going to see if he's good enough to make our training camp. And if he's being offered training camp here and training camp with some other team, you want every little advantage that you can get. And he'll remember that, oh, yeah, not only am I friends with Bob, obviously, but the Warriors treated me well, comparing apples with apples, I'll go sign a training camp with the Warriors because of that and 4 other reasons, something like that, right? So it's always good to keep the lines of communication open. Exactly. We are designed this season. We found out this season when we busted out 18-2, we knew we could win a championship this season potentially, and a lot of other things happen. JK, Moody, GP2, the list goes on and on. Credit Steve Kerr. So from that blueprint that was pretty much figured out early in the season, first third of the season, remember last season, the team was struggling with Oubre, and it was like, okay, let's not worry about, let's get our feet wet first 30 games, 30, 35 games. And we figured out in the first 30, 35 games of this season that we can contend. We can definitely contend. So that did not include Wiseman at all. So Wiseman is icing on the cake. We need to trade. Good Lord. You have no understanding of the salary cap. That's an emotional response. That's neither here nor there. We got Psychopath back here. Psychopath is back again. Everybody, where are my blue mods? Are you here today? Jason Tatum torches the Warriors. He torches a lot of teams. I wouldn't worry about that. Hey, Dean, can I make you a mod? I'm going to make you a mod, Dean. Dean is now a moderator. Oh, K-Woo left before he could bust that guy out. Let's see. Sorry I missed it, but I mean, when you see that, just try and ignore it. Oh, Wiseman's back, huh? Okay. This is really, odd substituting, but I think the reason for it, assuming he is healthy, no jam thumbs or whatever, is so that they can screw with the rotation a little bit so that James can actually finish the game tonight, because the last game, he didn't finish because he had already reached his minutes. And I remember Roland was like, yeah, James isn't coming in. Look, he's icing his knee already. And that's right on point. That was he reached his minutes restriction that game, and that was that. Tonight, I think they want to try and get him the right minutes so that he's finishing the game and get into some clutch time, because last game went into overtime and he wasn't a factor. Shot clock down. He's going to shoot it. No good. Let's watch Wiseman here. Defend the pick and roll there. Ooh, nice defense. I like that. I gotta remember what part that was. Rebound. Oh no, they made the shot a little bit over 6 minutes. Good pick and roll defense. Oh man. Okay, here we go. Let me get rid of the comment. Sorry about that. Travel. Oh, too bad. Go down to your new comments. Psychopath again. Jeez, man. You literally have nothing better to do with your life. Pathetic. Bruce, you want to be a mod? Let me know. Sometimes I'm talking ad nauseum and not paying attention. Yeah, Wiseman's got to be around 250. I mean, he's listed at 240, and then he recently said, I gained 10 pounds of muscle. I think maybe he might have even said 15, but I don't believe him. More like 10. Bruce is a mod. Okay. All right. See right there. That's the thing with Wiseman. He's a little slow to the ball. That's about 5 minutes to go. A little slow to the ball. I don't know as a development guy how you kind of fix that. Strap them up with the tennis balls and the lights and stuff that Steph does. Need to increase your reaction times, your stuff like that. But that was part of the package that you got with Wiseman. You're not gonna get the world's most perfect draft specimen ever. He can dribble, he can pull up for a shot, he can run the floor with grace. There's got to be something out of the box that's not perfect. There's only so many people that coming out of the box are just amazing. Michael Jordan being one of them. I'll bet you Wilt Chamberlain was. What Wiseman doesn't have is that timing. He's never had. I've never seen him have great timing. In other words, if you have him and Moses Moody go chase the ball, guess who's getting to the ball, right? Moses Moody has great timing, right? And that's just something you're kind of born with, but then I'm sure you can do something about it. So like I said, get him training with Steph or something. Let me talk to Brandon Payne, see if we can get him some tennis balls and strobe lights. He's looking good running the floor. Beast him. Good job by the Clippers to double. And he loses it. Man. That's at least 2 turnovers. Wise is hanging his head a little bit. Right before the next timeout, I'm going to try and hit the live button to get caught up on the stream. Have I met James in person? Yeah. Nice guy. Very nice guy. Okay, Bruce doing some slaying some folks. Slaying the oh, he's out of the picture now. So let's go live. 3:13 to go. Oh, we are live. Are we? No, we're at timeout. So 3:13 to go. Wiseman stepped out. Let's look at the minutes for Wiseman on another screen. Minutes for Wiseman is wow. G League site loading. $10 for Wiseman. That makes sense. Multiply by 2, you get 20. 3 turnovers, only 3 points, only 2 rebounds. I thought he had 3 rebounds. But when I looked at it, I think that's when he blocked the shot. What else we got? Let's see. Yep, not that good of numbers yet. But hey, it all balances out kind of. I mean, he had good numbers last game. He's not in there. I want to try and go live. Yep, we are live. 3 minutes to go. That's Selam Mawugbe in there for him. That means I can catch up on the comments. Yeah. I'm ready to see the Warriors win 5 in a row. Has it been? Oh, wow. We have one for it. I mean, these games go fast, huh? They go fast. Remember when we lost 5 in a row? I was looking at, I was watching, listening to the radio on 95.7, the same one. And this will be a big miss. I mean, we can still win the championship, even if Wiseman was still hurt, I think. How long do I think he'll stay in the G League? I don't know. No idea. I think maybe next game after Boston against the Spurs on Sunday probably looks good. Yeah. Chris Bosh is usually the comp. Cool. Caught up on the comments, I think. Yikes. Can you take it easy on the all caps? Mo too smooth. I don't know that, the NBA is a league of wings, 3-and-D wings. So we'll see. It's a little early to be talking about next season. Like, we don't know what's going to happen with Andre. Everybody's a free agent, it seems like. GP2, I mean, the minimums, veteran minimums. GP2, Andre, Otto, what are we going to do with those guys? Don't know yet. It's a lot of speculation for right now. It's not about playing time. I think it's about, next few weeks, we only got 13 games left. So no, not next few weeks. We need to get Wiseman into NBA games so we can get him some reps at this level, at our level, NBA level, especially as the playoffs are fast approaching. So no, sooner Wiseman can get into the NBA, the better. Can we pick up Mawugbe? Yeah, but who are you going to cut? You got to cut somebody to make room to bring in somebody. Don't need to cut anybody to bring in James because we're already paying James Wiseman the full NBA salary. And also, you're right. It's like playing with 3 or 4 Hall of Famers sure does make a difference. Moody and JK will replace Otto and Andre. We don't need them to replace them. We just need JP and all of those guys just to, OPJ, just come back. If they come back, then they don't need to be replaced. What's up, Alex? So I'm thinking Wiseman back on Sunday. All right, Alex. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. Let's turn the tide for Alex. Positivity, baby. I know this is kind of cool. We got 354 here. Second quarter going to come to an end, and then send him back to G League. Like, again, I just know we only have 13 games left. Even if Wiseman sits on the bench for a while on the big squad, to be in the environment and with playoffs around the corner, I would prefer him. Wiseman's doing pretty good as it is in the G League. There's not much more I need to see. He's a little off on his timing, I think he's ready to play in the NBA, man. Just throw him in there as soon as he's mentally and physically ready, which he probably is. So that's the thing. That's the thing is that we have these just 13 regular season games and playoffs looming around the corner. So we can't just leave Wiseman in G League too long, I think. That's the sense I'm getting from what I heard from Bob Myers and Steve. So that's just the sense that I'm getting, is that it's the later stages of his rehab, and it's coming. It's coming. Like he's just about ready to join the NBA. Spurs is a home game, yes. We can win it without Wiseman. But yeah, he can make a big difference. Let's see what else we got. So we're at halftime. Let's see. Captain Spidey. Yep, every Okay, so Mo's the guy. Mo's our Chicken Little. Every stream we kind of have a Chicken Little. I don't even think it's worth engaging. If you're talking about Miles Turner at this point, A, you don't understand the NBA salary cap. B, you don't understand the Warriors. You probably don't understand the Indiana Pacers. So we don't even need to talk to you, Mo. That's such a ridiculous thing to say at this point in time. Wiseman only has 3 points at this point. Trial and error, sure. Yeah. It's a delicate balancing act, because we're still in the playoff hunt in terms of the, you want to develop your rotation, you want to do the right process to get wins as your result. So these games are very meaningful. So you can't just throw Wiseman out there, but that at the same time, you also need those reps and that trial and error. So I don't know. We'll see. I can guess all day, and it doesn't matter. They're going to bring Wiseman back whenever they want to bring Wiseman back. So we're live. Philippines. Chill out for a moment. We have 3 draft picks. Come on, man. We figured it out last season that we didn't want a roster full of young guys, right? So we went and got veterans. So we're not replacing Otto, GP, Andre, whoever leaves. Maybe none of them will leave. I'm optimistic. I think they'll stay. But if those guys leave, we're replacing them with veterans. We're not putting draft picks in those. I've said before, I don't see how our salary cap can fit another first-round pick, especially if he's the 29th pick. Like, that guy's not even a lottery pick. And we got to guarantee that guy a salary for 3 years. I'm not an expert. I'm not the GM. I don't work for Bob or Kirk, but I just don't see how you fit another late first round pick salary onto our salary cap table, and in essence, X out one of the spots. So if you could you want to replicate Andre, Otto, GP2. I mean, you want to keep them, but if you can't keep any of those guys Juan, even Damian, you want to bring another veteran. Those are all like veterans. You want to bring another veteran in to take those like 5 spots. That's a third of the roster. And I'm not going to put a late first round pick in one of those 5 veteran spots coming off the bench. Yeah, JW hasn't had much experience. And what Dean means by develop is develop J.K. Moody, Wiseman, and JP. We have 4 young guys already. We're so fortunate as fans that all of these 4 are legit future franchise pillar types. Because usually they're, usually you're the Chicago Bulls and you're like, oh, thank goodness we have, the Sunmu, we have a guy like, another Pascal Siakam. Well, we got 4 of those type of prospects. That's legit going to be, if we wanted to, we could see them be with our franchise for a long, long time. Most teams like the Bulls only have 1 or 2 of those guys. And the crazy thing about it is, aside from the youngsters, we still got Steph, Clay, and Dre, and Wiggins. That's why we should be staying positive here all the time. Because, man, we're blessed. We're blessed. We're blessed with this roster. It's an amazing roster. I don't know that there's been another GM to present a coach with 15 guys, all of whom could legitimately be part of the playoff roster if, in another timeline, where, somebody else got injured and Juan has to step up like he did last season. All of these guys can step up. So you think Belly is gone, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter what you think, honestly. It only matters in July when it's like when KD left. It's like he really just he had a feeling he would go with his buddies to Brooklyn with Kyrie and DeAndre, but the decision didn't need to be made until July 1st. So the decision that Belly's going to make and the mutual decision to ask him back, we won't really know until July 1st. So up until then, anything can happen. So I know it's fun to predict, but, predicting that is neither here nor there, is what I'm trying to say. Roberto. Yes, we have a great mix. All right, Mo, I agree with you. Yep. 7-game series against big. 2015, Cleveland Cavaliers. They just wanted to post up LeBron on us all day. They did that. LeBron sure looked like he was about to grab the mantle of GOAT, if you recall. We could not stop him. We went down 2-1, 2-1 despite home field advantage. So what did we do? We went small. Don't forget. Don't forget. So yes and no, man. You say, oh, we might have problems with big teams. I say the bigger, the better. We're going to run them off the floor because we got Draymond who can play against the 5 for spot minutes. We'll see. I know predicting's fun, but we'll just see if Wiseman comes back Sunday. We'll see. Run for the second seed. I think we'll just keep playing well, and it will seem like we're making a run for the second seed when we're just focused on each game playing well. And it turns out the process of doing that makes it seem like we were chasing the second seed the whole time. In fact, we were just trying to play better amongst ourselves. How many rebounds? I think Wiseman's only got 2 rebounds. We talked about it. His timing on rebounds isn't the best, but that was part of the package. We knew that wasn't his best thing. Why the G League? Because they felt it's better. Kind of hard to just throw them in against the Boston Celtics tomorrow night. Right? Roland. Just I just talked about it at the beginning of the live stream. It's not about taking Belly's minutes, Wiseman taking Belly's minutes. It's different. Different players, different combinations, different lineups. I feel like I'm behind on the comments. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I think none of us is really qualified to say that unless you actually go and watch like 3 of his last games. The one where he got injured and the 2 before that. And come back and let us know, report on what you saw and if indeed his defense is a little bit better, because I don't know, I thought he was pretty good. You know, people have revisionist history sometimes. Got to be careful with that, especially on social media, where it's like, oh, Wiseman with this, that, and the other thing. And really the issue deep inside your brain is that you are frustrated that Wiseman has not been healthy since 11 months ago. So then you throw him under the bus. But really, those last 3 games, he actually did show very good defense and very good offense. I don't know. I'm just saying someone should go do that. I wish I had the time to do that. We can delay, play Draymond at the 5. I mean, I would say, yeah, kind of, but the NBA has changed so much even since 2018 that all it takes is 30 seconds. It takes 30 seconds for Draymond to rotate help. They swing it to the corner, they miss. Outlet to Draymond. Now we're running downhill. Shovel pass to Steph. He's running downhill. Gets doubled. Hits Clay in the corner. Boom. And that happened faster than I explained it. 4 seconds. Then they come down. They shoot a bad 3, whatever. We get it. We're running. Steph leads it. Pulls up logo. He's feeling it. Bam. 6-0 run. Timeout. Sub. My big man is coming out because he just got ran. That's Warriors basketball. And that's the part of your comment that I am not in full agreement of is we can delay playing Draymond at the 5. Sometimes we don't want to delay that. We want to institute that to impose Warriors basketball on them and force their 5 off the floor. Here we go. There's Wiseman. Started the second half right here. Cool. You guys can see that. And that whole Warriors basketball I just described, that's the joy of the team right there. Hey, we just threw James Wiseman under the bus on his, myself included, on his timing of the rebound, and he just went and grabbed that rebound. So shut me up in a heartbeat. That's why I'm not like super critical like everybody else on social media. I got to be super critical about this, that, the other thing, so everyone will click on me. Like I'm the opposite, actually. I'm the one guy that loves this team and tries to remind everybody about the joy of this team and the good qualities. I'm trying to turn that table around. Here's a pick and roll defense. Look at how Wiseman moves his feet. Just great movement of the feet. 11:30. I love those little things. All right. Let's see. Dean always has something valuable to say, honestly. If half the people, if we just had a couple more Deans in the comments every single game, I mean, that's the type of thing I'm trying to say. It's cool to do when you're commenting on social media. Like this is a place where you can do that safely. Whereas, like on Twitter, you got to be all snarky and, do you really learn a whole lot from that though? I don't think you learn a whole lot. And that's why there's James somehow got the rebound there, but threw it away. I was going to say it was a little late on the timing again. But anyways, turning the tide of that to be able to have a good discussion in the comments. That's what I want to promote. And, I think it's done basically through positivity. Let's watch Wiseman weak side. Can't really gain anything from that one because the other guy fouled him. Score? I mean, okay. Here's the score, 61-53. When we're scouting a guy, we really don't care about the score, though, most times. But once in a while, I could show you. Yeah, kind of want to be defensive-minded. Ooh, Roland. Way to prop up your teammate, Roland. Oh, I'm missing the action. Post up Wiseman. Post him up. Nothing doing. Pretty solid move there. I guess Chiozza didn't play with him today. I thought Chiozza might play just to, give Wiseman a travel buddy. But I guess that's not happening. I haven't seen Chiozza today yet. See that one, man, you would hope, man, what mark is this? About 9:45. His movements are smooth. He's not able to pounce. Oh, misses that badly. Where are we again? 9:45. Oh, got that one. Timed that one nice. Looks a little winded right there. Oops. Let me check his minutes. "14 minutes played." Here he is. Attacks. Offhand. Oh, good. Way to go, Wise. Way to go. Way to go. Wiseman up top. Attacks with the spin. Oh, nice move. Okay. Not bad. Scoring in a couple points now. Defending the pick and roll. We get a steal. Let's check his stats real quick. 7 points. 3 for 7. No three-pointers shot. 6 rebounds. However, 4 turnovers and 2 block shots. All right, Wiseman's out of the game. Let's try and go live. It has been live. So let's catch up on the comments. Timing happens over time. Yeah, I mean, yeah. We'll see. We'll see. See how he does in an NBA game. Robbie. I think Wiseman is quite different than JaVale. So be careful of the comparisons. Yeah, I like his footwork too. Yeah, it's not like always at 100, but overall, it's pretty unique for a 7-foot guy to have the footwork that he does. Usually, when you hit 7 feet, you're like plotting. You're like the Lopez brothers, right? Even Karl Anthony Towns doesn't really have the smoothness that you see with Wiseman. And you just don't see it at the 7-foot level. I mean, maybe 6'10" with a guy like Anthony Davis. Twin Empire. Yeah, I mean, gotta take G League with a grain of salt. Yep. Yeah, I get the sentimental value. That happens every year. We fall in love with a guy, but you know, he's got to go look out for himself too. And there's probably going to be a Quindary Weatherspoon next season that you never heard of, comes through, does a good job in summer league. The list goes on. So I would caution falling in love with those guys. I mean, sometimes one of them hits. Sometimes they hit. Sometimes, like Gary Payton, takes 5 years. But if Quindary leaves for whatever reason and we plug him in with whoever, I can't stand it when people go, "Oh, Bob Myers is terrible because of, we lost Quindary and who is this new guy? Never heard of him and he sucks. And look at him in the first 2 G League games, he sucks." Like, we're talking about the number 16 and 17 guy on the team. Now, if we were talking, top 8, 9, 10 rotation player, then okay. But usually 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and now 16 and 17 doesn't really matter. So people are just looking for ways to throw Bob under the bus due to whatever frustrations that they have. Like, really, but it is feel good, and Quindary has earned your and my respect for sure, right? It's just that I don't want that to end up leading to Bob Myers' social media commenting demise. You know what I mean? I just I'm trying to cut that off, nip that in the butt, because I've seen it happen so many times. Even 2 weeks ago, people were talking about Nico Mannion still, and it's like, man, we still haven't moved on from that one. Like, it's just funny to me, some of those arguments about the roster spots from 11 through 17 that for most teams other than this year, like I've said, this is maybe the 15 best assembled players in the history of basketball. Maybe it's not going to matter if we don't win the championship. We'll forget about this team pretty easily if we don't win the championship. Not that not that it's do or die or anything. I'm just saying that's how it goes with fandom. So whether this team is the 15 best ever assembled is only going to matter if we actually win the championship. Then people will talk about that. See if Wiseman's back. No. Anyway, yeah, so I don't know if I think Quindary's a great player from the G League level, and he's got a lot of potential. But if he's not a Warrior, it doesn't mean that that's absolutely a done deal. There's still opportunity. Remember what happened to Alfonso McKinney? We loved Alfonso, and then he went and did his thing. We saw him a couple times, and now I don't even know if he's signed or not. But it's like now we're not even talking about him anymore. And we used to really love the guy and thought he had a lot of potential. And when he left, we were thinking, oh, people were saying, oh, we should have kept him, blah, 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 So there's a lot of movement that happens with two ways. Okay, I got to catch up on the comments here. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what we're after, Dean. Oh, can Wise do a hook? Yeah, he can do jump hook. I did a video on that, actually. If you want to ever check it out. Where did I put it? YouTube.com. Let's go Warriors. Oh, funny. I said not an illegal stream, but kind of is. So I just take that out. It's an illegal stream. Wiseman analysis. Warriors. Warriors Agua Caliente. Save. Yeah, so Wiseman can do a hook. And where do I show that? Playlists. Oh gosh, man, these playlists are all over the place. I got to figure out how to order them. Oh, there we go. Wiseman analysis. No, those are liked videos. Oh. View full playlist. Yikes, I had no idea our playlist page was this bad. Is it like, oh, sort by date added? No, last video added. Wow. Wiseman analysis. Wiseman analysis by other people. Oh. Oh, geez, man. Scouting report. Okay, finally found it. So here's the Wiseman scouting report, which has him doing a couple jump hooks. Six boards, I believe. Oops. Is he in? Let's check. There he is. All right, Wise. Let's go, Wise. Posting up. They're helping out. You can see number 3 was shading over to help out on the Wiseman. Then Frankie Ferrari missed the 3. That left him open. Good box out, Wise. LJ Figueroa. Is that Ryan Taylor? Another good box out. Runs the floor. Post up. Give him the hook. Jump hook. Got it. There's your jump hook. And Wiseman now has 9 points, 4 for 8, 6 rebounds. 4 turnovers, though. Okay, there's Wise. They're going to play zone. They're in 2-3 zone on us. High post. That's how you break it. Nothing doing. Screen roll. Attack. Another jump hook. Oh, fade away because he got doubled. Oh, good. You saw the double and faded away. This is at the under a minute. We're down 8. Check minutes. He's played 17 minutes. So that only gives him about what? Oh, we'll see how many minutes he plays in the 4th. But I thought he was going to have like, what, 24 max. Definitely no more than 24. Maybe he won't even hit that tonight. Oh, Wiseman's wide open. Did you guys see that? They missed, and they got the alley-oop anyways. So that's G League for you. You can't even say, "Oh, Steph was gonna hit him," because Steph in a G League environment, that doesn't make sense either, you know. So it's just really hard to completely translate some of this stuff. In fact, Seth Cooper had said in the interview that the thing that you can translate is the defense and the rebounding. Yeah, we're live. All right, let's look at. I want to change the screenshot. I want to change the thumbnail to Dean's epic comment. Sorry, doing a social media post right now. Obligatory. Oh. Okay. 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 One more social media post and I should be done. Catch up to you guys. Thank you for joining us. It has been really fun to have the regulars on and some new people and just doing what we can do here. Growing our little community little by little. Fourth quarter underway. Damn, I missed it. You got fouled. Okay. So they're saying 3 more minutes for Wiseman. So yeah, seems like 24 is going to be the maximum. Okay, now I can watch. Wiseman posting up. See, G League level can't hit him during that 0.5 window of availability. Unfortunately, hate to say it. All right, here he is on defense. Oh, swat. Nice. There's good timing. I mean, his timing's, I think, pretty normal. It's just, is it elite like Moody's? No, but that's okay. It's pretty normal. Oh, 3 seconds, I bet. I bet you that was a 3 seconds. He was camping in the lane for a bit right there. And he knows it. And I'll bet you if I refresh my box score, it's going to be another turnover. Yes, sir. 6 turnovers. Cannot be doing that at the next level. Got to be honest. That's troublesome, even though you could probably throw away a couple of those just because, it's kind of G League turnover in the sloppiness in the first half. Still, even if you look the other way on a couple of those turnovers, that's still at least 4 turnovers. There you go, Wise. Taller than everybody. Rebound, put back, jump hook. Grabbing his shorts. He looks a little winded. His guy's super small. He's not going to go out there. And then they dribble off their own foot. He's still running the floor. They can't find him. Okay, that pass is way too late. That's not his fault. I mean, that's G League for you. Like you can see from this, especially this bird's eye angle, that he gets open in that 0.5 seconds. You got to hit him. That's not going to happen at the NBA level. But then again, it's a totally different environment, so it's hard to compare. Nevertheless, right now, did not connect, and it looks bad. And whatever the score is, let's see, the score is not that it matters, but we're down 14. We're down 14, 8:24 to go. Wiseman already has 21 minutes played, so 3 more minutes at max. Yep. That's the problem with G League sometimes. Alex, hope your day's going better. Yeah, but it's G League, so what are you going to do? A lot of passes are late. They don't see him, It's all good. Still though, little does Alex know, I actually did see some of them. What was I going to say? Still, G League players are still way better than me or you. Uh-oh. Someone here saying we don't need Wiseman. Good stuff. I'm going to screenshot that. Yeah, he's out of the game right now. I don't know if he'll come back. Yeah, I mean, we can because we have Draymond. Draymond's such a special player. Okay. Wise does physically looks great. Yes, sir. To be exact, it was the Andre Iguodala lineup. So we took Bogut off the floor and we started Andre. Immediate death lineup. And actually, I think we also did that for Memphis, if I'm not mistaken. We had New Orleans Pelicans, where Steph went crazy in the game 5 and we eliminated them and got the the 3-pointer that sent it into overtime over AD, which should have been an and one. And then we had Memphis. We went down 2-1 to Memphis, and I think we also went small at that point. No, we switched it up. Bogut covered Tony Allen, and that screwed with their minds. They couldn't do nothing with that. And then with the Cavs, LeBron was posting up on us all day. We could not figure that one out, so we started out small in game 4, and that's how Andre won the MVP. So, but that was a different era. But it's more of that now, the small ball, most teams. But in the West, you got, you still got Cat, Jokic, Gobert, Ayton. So not every team, but they do have the ability to go small. Like the Suns can go small pretty quickly. Someone saw a tweet about something. Let me check out. What's we doing in the on Twitter? Let me see. Nothing. I'm not really seeing anything. Let's look at the comments. What the heck? Brian's just like, what's going on here? I see Memphis beating us easy. So I would assume you're a Warriors fan. And from that, I would assume that Draymond can give us spot minutes. I mean, look, the difference with Memphis isn't Jaren Jackson and Steven Adams. The difference is Ja. They have Ja. That's the guy we're having trouble with, right? And that's the main thing. That's the head of the snake. But for you to say, I see Memphis beating us easy, I got it. First of all, are you really a Warriors fan? Number one, Warriors fans don't say, oh, they're beating us easy, especially when we have a championship caliber team. I mean, maybe you could say that in, 1920 season, everybody was beating us easy. But man, aren't you supposed to root for your team? But also, we just need to play better. Memphis kind of has our number, but they got to prove themselves too. I think Memphis is a lot more worried about us full strength than we're worried about them full strength. We haven't even had, fully healthy Clay yet. He's not 100% yet. He's getting there. Pretty much played 95% or fully healthy Clay. So has Memphis seen that yet? But I don't even know if it's worth arguing with you, because we get guys like this in the comments all the time that just brings the negativity. What'd I miss? Ja's banged up. I'm sure he's banged up, but I'm expecting Ja to be 100% in game 1, Memphis versus Warriors, wherever down the line that may be. I mean, we weren't ever going to beat any of those teams 4-1 anyways. But I like our chances with fully healthy Draymond. I really do. I think I think we're solid. We're solid. I mean, when you say something like this, immediately I'm thinking you just threw Looney under the bus. Looney isn't Rudy Gobert, but he's not a piece of meat. Give him a little bit of credit. I mean, you guys are making it sound like we got problems. I mean, they're all problems, but it's not like, without a big. We're not without a big. Draymond is the backup 5. And Wiseman or Belly will be the backup to the backup depending on the matchups and the flow of the game. I just go back to, again, if you would just bring positivity to this channel, we wouldn't be sitting here. Imagine if Draymond were in the chat right now. I mean, what would he say to you two Warriors fans? He basically exuded that last night when he said 2-3 seed, 2-3 seed, whatever, we're winning the championship. I mean, you can disagree with that. You can say, okay, I'm hoping for a championship, but I know it's going to be difficult. But it's almost like you're saying, oh, without a big, we're in trouble. I don't get that kind of that side of the coin thinking. Like, there are some advantages to having Draymond at the 5 if needed. And Looney did hold his own against Jokic. So, it's like, I think we all on this channel have a problem when these new commenters come in and it's all doom and gloom. I think I don't know how else to describe it except that way. And then Mo's worried about Belly. I mean, Belly's the 12th best player on the team. Just like he's a veteran's minimum. I say that every single live stream because I got to remind people that your expectation of a veteran's minimum, I mean, we already got GP2 outplaying his contract, Otto outplaying his contract, Andre's outplaying his contract, and who am I forgetting? GP2, Otto, Andre. Basically, those 3 guys. That's a lot of guys that's outplaying their contract. Normal veterans minimums are like Damian, and they're stuck at the end of the bench, never getting any playing time. But it's not like he sucks or anything. It's just that those guys are by definition not as consistent. So Belly better find rhythm. I mean, yeah. But the way that you're saying that is like, how I'm reading that is I'm frustrated by Belly right now. It's just like, this really isn't the channel where you bring your frustrations. You're supposed to be bringing your joy of the team, and let's root for the team. Like, Belly better find a rhythm. Instead of that, how about, I think Belly's going to have another good game. That'd be his 3rd straight game tomorrow. Stay positive, man. I just prefer to keep it positive, man. Gallagher, if you were a positive person, you wouldn't say, oh, okay, we get it. Shut up, Rich. You wouldn't say that if you were a positive person. Funny, you fickle fans from social media. You want to spread your negativity all over the world because these apps allow you to. Exactly, man. Bring some positivity for once. Change your life. Get out your comfort zone. Those of you who use those free social media apps to spread their negative energy, I'm not even blaming you. I'm saying that there's some in your life that ain't going right. And what you do is you take that negative energy and you transfer it through these social media apps because it's easy to do and there's no accountability. So you can just say anything you want. And that gives you that temporary satisfaction. But it's only temporary. But I get it because there's a lot of negative things going on in the world right now. It's a lot to handle. But I'm going to just keep encouraging and keeping it positive here as much as I can, because that's what Steph and Steve are doing. That's what they did in the 5-game losing streak. I'm just showing you the Warriors culture in the locker room and exposing it and exuding it here. And I think we can learn a lot from that. I really do think we can learn a lot from that and apply it to what we do, observing the Warriors, watching the Warriors with greater humility, with the perspective that you're a student of the game and that learning as much as you can about the game enriches your life rather than, oh, let's go turn on ESPN and watch what Stephen A. Smith is yelling about and let's yell back, see if we agree or not. That's old entertainment. Like, we were stuck with that without YouTube because we had no choice. You had to tune into ESPN and there was no way, there was nothing else to do. You couldn't be on a platform where you could share like YouTube. So here we are. We can do it. We can do it. And we're doing it here. And I think we can exude the positivity that Steve, Looney, Steph, even Clay, when we were in that 5-game losing streak, they stayed positive. So should we. Juan had to go up to the podium, I think. Looney had to go to the podium like multiple times. They always count on Looney to go up there and spread some wisdom after a bad loss. Nope. Wrong, Brian. Sports is a reflection of society. So if you bring negativity to sports, it's reflecting to me that you got problems elsewhere. You just do. But it's all good. I'm not saying you're a terrible person or anything. Just try not to use these words like, the negative words. It's just try to add with positivity, like constructive words. Sure, Brian. You have no problems. Whatever. We all have problems. I have problems. I just don't bring them on here because I'm always trying to actively think, not to spread any negative energy. So, okay. Cool. We look forward to your positive comments, Brian Baylor. Look forward to it. Yeah, the problem with all the positivity, sometimes we're boring. But like I said, it's a learning environment. So I think that's not boring. I think learning is fun and valuable and applicable. So to answer your question, guess who's winning the final for electronics? I'm not going to guess because every time I make a prediction, I don't do predictions. I can't do comparisons. I don't care who wins the MVP. I kind of don't care who gets selected to All-Star. It's like people vote for that and it's entertainment. I'm always on the hunt for information. So that's the difference. So I can't guess who's going to win the finals because I'd rather just watch it all play out. I'm going to watch the finals whether the Warriors are in there or not. And I'm going to enjoy every moment of the Warriors that I can. Every moment that I can, win or lose. So unfortunately, how long you been a Warriors fan? Is this one of those judgy things? I remember one out of a week of a live stream, someone will say, but I've been a Warriors fan since whatever, so I can criticize XYZ. This is like the opposite of that. I hope you're not trying to judge me because how long have you been a Warriors fan? But honestly, I've probably been longer than you have. I was there when Mitch Richmond scored 48 or was it 52? I can't remember. I was there. Thank you, Dad, taking me to that. And because and I watched the Warriors even before that. But I've been having this channel since 2012. So there's that. Had this channel since 2012. That's a metric you can take. Watch out for those LOL people. Oh, you're so cool. You said LOL. You're so cool in your comment. Don't take it personal, Brian. It's just that if anybody did say something defending themselves, saying something to me, and they add the LOL, that's like okay. Okay. As I said in the last live stream to whoever it was, I don't think you'd be saying LOL next time I run the basketball league that I run in West Oakland. You won't be LOL when you come out to your car and see it got broken into by somebody in the neighborhood, probably. But don't take it personal. It's not you. Oh man, there's a lot of comments, which is great. I appreciate it. Can't even keep up. So I'll just randomly pick some of these. I'm a big fan of your content. What made you gain interest in ball? Have to thank my dad. My dad, avid basketball player, invited me to go play against his old guys, and it was a good experience. That's how I learned. And then played basketball on the playgrounds back in the day when they still played basketball on the playgrounds. Okay, where are we? Yeah. Yeah, we were cursed with a terrible owner for decades. Who's your favorite player? I mean, it's hard to like pick a favorite, but I want to pick just Steph in terms of I've learned the most from Steph as like being a human being. So that's why. Yep, I played a lot of rec basketball, played in high school. I talked about that last live stream. I was third string point guard in ninth grade, sprouted up 8 inches in 10th grade and fought my way back to become a starter in high school. So that was fun. And then I started just playing a lot of rec ball in college. I wasn't strong enough to, play Division I basketball. You are by definition a bigger, stronger human being than the average man on the street. So I'm kind of still average on the street. And so did not play college ball at Berkeley. I wasn't going to play college, actual D1 at a major school. Robbie. Cool. We're winding down. I need to check my email to see if there's going to be a post game with Wiseman or whoever. Oh, they don't do post games on the road, which is good. Tonight, I am a little tired, so I don't feel like doing the post game, and we get to duck out of here without doing that post game because they're not going to have a post game because it's a road game. So let's just take a look at the stats of Wiseman because that's pretty much it. No post game on road games for G League. Wiseman, 21 minutes. I hope you can see that. 7 for 12. Pretty good. We lost by 15, and he got a minus 12. 1 for 2 on free throws, which I think was, 1 for 2. That's it. Because in the G League, you only get 1 foul shot to make 2 points. Let's see. 9 rebounds. 9 rebounds and 1 foul, 6 turnovers, 3 block shots. Pretty cool. All right, so I'm going to catch up on your comments. I appreciate all the Blue Wrench mods keeping the comments going. Roland, Dean, Bruce, if you're out there. Let's see. It's from my dad. I've been a fan. Oh, cool. Steph is your inspiration. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. I'm going to catch up to your comments now. Wiseman's not going to play tomorrow because it would be a back-to-back, and they're avoiding back-to-backs for Wiseman. That was in the 2 days ago, the post game at Chase Center with Seth Cooper. He mentioned that. I have that recording, and I just got to figure out. I think it might be on the channel, actually, the latest one that's on the channel. Yeah, prefer to face, man. I don't want to say who, like, because then we'll get them and then they'll beat us, right? Something like that. Jinx. Whoever it is whoever it is. That's like when I played in rec league tournaments and stuff, and they'd have a pool, and you'd be like, "Oh, I hope we play these guys," and you get drawn, and you're playing them, and then you lose to them, and you're like, "Man, I wish I never said, I wish I never said I wanted to play those guys." Like, you learn pretty quickly just playing competitive basketball in well-organized leagues and tournaments that it feels like the basketball gods really do exist, like Steve Kerr always says. And just watch your mouth and always go through the process and play the game with the right intentions. And whatever happens, happens. Yeah, I thought he played pretty good PNR defense. Yep. He moves his feet really well. I like the one pick and roll where he actually attacked the guard. That was pretty cool. That one time that he did that. I took notes on that. I don't know if I'll get around to doing a scouting report. Oh, a lot of questions. Aaron Davis. Like maybe Kyle Lowry, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he needs a handful or maybe it's time to just bring him in. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, we only have so many games left, so maybe we need to just put him in the NBA pretty quick. So Wiseman had 15 points. Can I be mod? Abby, just keep coming back. We'll see, because you know, a lot of the guys that are mods have been here for a while. Yeah, until further notice, Clay is still not playing back to back. Same thing with Otto. I think that may just be true for the rest of the season, because in the playoffs, you're going to play, home game, rest, home game, 2 games off, road game, rest, road game, 2 games off. So there'll be enough rest time for those guys. Good stuff, Dean. I have traveled back to back. Super, super tiring. Just getting on that steel tube, going up, 10,000 or whatever feet in the air. Oh, it's awful. So I'm kind of glad. I'm kind of glad that I've decided to just not kill myself on all these things and try and be here more often for these live chats, and trying to, honestly, we're trying to change things. We're trying to change the world one live stream at a time, with the positive angle of things on here. So yeah, it's super tiring. Super, super tiring. And to have to play in a basketball game, an NBA game, wow. That's tough to do. That's super tough. I don't know how NBA players do it, but they do it. And it must have been even harder for the OGs doing it back in the day on, commercial airlines. And yeah, but it's been kind of a tradition of the NBA. And now with load management and performance training staffs and more guys not playing back to backs, I think it would be wise for the NBA to just eliminate back to backs. It's for the good of the game. Okay, let's try and catch up. Oh, David Robinson. Oh man, it's hard to compare. Hard to compare. I think why don't we get, I mean, there was the Chris Bosh comparison. Why don't we give Wiseman a full year of the NBA before we impose too many comparisons? Butterfingers. Let's see. Yeah, yeah. I was super. I mean, going live from the Utah Jazz Arena at 1 a.m. Yeah, that was tiring. That was super tiring. I like that. Dean remembers. He's been here a while. How many fouls did Wiseman have? He had 3. No, he had, sorry, 1 foul. 1 foul. Hey, that's pretty good. Only 1 foul. Play any team. Yes, we got him. Oh, you're welcome, electronics. Screenshotting all these cool things. Yeah, let them develop. Yeah. I get it though. The comparison part is oh yeah, everyone please splash that like button. I haven't even done that yet. My fault. Ooh, 148 likes. Pretty cool. Appreciate the comments. What were we looking at? Man, Boston's going to be tough. Even Steve Kerr said it on the radio today. He said he's looking forward to Boston just to see how we do. Yep. Yep. Yeah, hands, timing. Not that the timing's terrible. It's just like I was saying before with the comparisons. Like you throw the ball out between him and Moody, Moody's going to win that 50-50 loose ball, right? But that's Moody. Moody's different. That's some elite level timing that he has. And also the comparisons, um the addiction to comparisons. It's tough not to do comparisons. Sometimes you like to, at least you're doing it in a positive manner. You're doing it to highlight what you see as the potential of James. Because it's hard for me not to go, oh, JK is like Kawhi 2.0, you know? It's hard for me not to say, oh, Moody can be Andre 2.0. Those are fun things. But at the end of the day, if you were in a room with them, you wouldn't say that. You'd be like, yeah, don't compare. Like you go to lunch with these guys or something, you're like, you got to remind yourself, yeah, don't compare these guys to anything because they specifically hate that from the media because usually it's some kind of bad comparison where they have to live up to some expectation and they're getting judged again and again and again. And if you went to lunch with Moody and Wiseman, you'd be like, do not, and JK, don't, or anybody, don't make any comparisons because they hate that. Even though you want to say, oh, you're going to be, I think you're going to be Kawhi 2.0. No, don't say that. They hate comparisons. So out of respect. So that's what happens in the locker room, right? So I'm bringing what happens in the Warriors locker room to you guys so we could all learn to be part of that culture and how to be like the 18th man on the squad. I think that's more fun than instead of our goal is to be the next Stephen A. Smith channel. This is different. Like our goal is to be part of the squad as much as we can, even though honestly that's not possible, right? But get as close to that as we can that we can do. Oh yeah. I got to figure out. Appreciate you mentioning that, Dwayne. Appreciate it. Really do. Coach Nick just got to keep in touch with them and we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah, we got to figure out what to do. Like he went live today too, man. I mean, that guy's got like almost 1 million subscribers. He's my hero, right? I want to be like Coach Nick in terms of YouTube channel. And so Dwayne, I don't know, like, does he have time for us? Like, we're small potatoes. He's got better things to do, kind of thing, right? But still, we could do something. I don't know what we would do. Hit me up. I mean, if anybody ever wants to share an idea, be patient though, because my inbox gets flooded. But you can always just email me. That's the best way to share an idea, whatever. Just be patient because it's hard to sort through all that. I've had sponsors hitting me up about, oh, can you do that? And those are getting lost. I got to go. I remember a sponsor contacted me 2 weeks ago, and I got to go back to that email and just reestablish the contact. It's just life moves fast. It's tough. Even Coach Nick is telling me that he missed the sponsor opportunity here or there, and it wasn't Manscaped because he's already done that one, but it was another one. And so it's hard sometimes to keep up with that, but that's still the best way to reach me, the best way to reach Coach Nick as well. Because, like DMs, they're fleeting. It's hard to really do business through DMs. So email's the best part. Yeah, can you see Wiseman? I explained it earlier. I think my expectation, it's actually on the website. Here, if you go to letsgowarriors.com, I shared my thoughts on that. If you scroll down to the Wiseman scouting report, I said that my expectation, just be the backup for Looney if and when he gets into foul trouble. Like, do we really expect Looney 7 games straight against Jokic, never to get into foul trouble. I don't think that's realistic. I think at least one of those games, he's going to get into foul trouble. And what do we do at that moment in time? Oh, 2 fouls, 7 minutes to go, or 8 minutes to go, 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. Wiseman, we don't want to go small just yet. We want to use the small ball on them like, like a SWAT team, like bam, let's go get them, like Navy SEALs, boom, let's go get them. And end the game with small ball, that kind of thing. So that's my sort of low expectations of Wise. If he can do anything beyond that, great. Yeah, Anthony Slater was talking about, hey, they could do pick and roll, Jordan Poole, Wiseman. Sure. Or just keep the same thing, because who do they got off the bench after Jokic? It's not I guess they got JaVale, but they're not putting JaVale in the rotation, right? I mean, for the sake of argument, let's go look at what Denver threw out at us the last time. Right? Let's take a look here. Oops, I wanted the box score. So they threw out a lineup at us that was JaMychal Green, Boogie. Forgot about Boogie, right? So against Denver, maybe. Oops, I lost the share. What happened to the share? So against Denver, they're going to want to play Boogie. So maybe Wiseman is part of the second team there, right? There you go. Maybe. But we could do predictions all we want. It's not going to matter until we watch on TV what Steve actually puts out there. Okay. Oh, I'm really behind on the comments. Wow. I think Warrior G League suck. Oh boy. Golly, such strong words. Let's keep it light. Jamal Murray, G League. Yep. Hey, Abby, your time will come, man. That's like Moody asking Steve, can I have minutes? You gotta wait, man. Your time will come. I can already tell you gotta be a young fella, right? You gotta be a young fella. Yeah, even during the 5-game losing streak, one of the examples I was giving people was if we could take that squad without Draymond, ask Dr. Strange to come in and give us another timeline where we could have a training camp of 2 weeks with that squad without Draymond. We would play way better than we played during those 5 losses, right? So yeah, if we had another 2 weeks of practice, like training camp, that'd be good. I love how we're just going in the comments. This is cool. Let's see, what can I do here? Oh, McGee is on the Sun. My bad. It was Boogie. Yeah. People change teams so much. I lose track, man. I lose track. And I don't have time to watch any other games. So I'm not good at watching the other 29 teams. It's just Warriors. And then I watch all the interviews from practice and morning shoot around and radio stations. And, I can't miss what Bob Myers has to say, but that's what I do, right? I'm supposed to do that, sort it all out for you guys. But we found this new medium right here where I can sort it out best in this medium for you guys. My website's not the best place for it. Our Discord server's not the best place for it. Matter of fact, those of you who emailed me to be on the Discord haven't gotten to your email, obviously. Even the YouTube channel with the other videos, it's hard to get to. Like, I can't even get to the awesome quotes that some of the guys said at postgame. I have a video of Draymond talking to the reporters outside the room. I haven't figured out how to do that one either. So there's a lot on my plate, and I can't keep up with every single team. So sometimes I lose track. Yeah, we got a shape-shifting team, don't we? Let's see. Okay, I wanna copy this. This is fun because then I can do this. We still got 140 people. That's amazing. I mean, let's just keep talking. Let's talk Warriors a little bit. Not too long, but a little bit. Still going strong after the Wiseman G League game. We're talking Warriors Celtics, potential Denver playoff matchup, and more. Positivity. And let me copy the link. Okay. Back here. Yeah. I love it how we've morphed the conversation from Wiseman to everything Warriors, and the fact that I didn't have to use all of my energy to expend it on that game that we just saw means that I can go into the 10th inning here with you guys and just keep going on this. I love it. That's cool. Let's just keep going. Why not? Got to do the social media post though. Be right with ya. Be right with ya. Hey, maybe if I'm still have good energy, let's do a drawing. Totally forgot. I just noticed because the last thing that I posted was the last live stream. Want to do it? I mean, comment in the comments. I mean, duh. Of course you want me to do that. Oh, Amy. That's one of the all-time best comments ever. Yeah. Just because Amy said that, we're doing a giveaway. We're doing a giveaway. Also free giveaway. And then I gotta change the title. Give it a few minutes to marinate on YouTube. Free giveaway coming up. So everybody start commenting positive comments, subscribe, like, and I'm gonna take the comments and randomize it. Spammy comments don't qualify. We will skip comments that are more from the negative side. Let me change the title to free giveaway. How do I do that? Why Warriors I go comment? plus free giveaway. Oh, and then let me copy the, oh, yeah. Do it. Okay, 95 characters on that. I need to go copy the previous description that had the Google Drive links. So I will let you know when to look in the description and click on the Google Drive links of prizes. There's the free giveaway right there. Warrior swag giveaway. There we go. Copy. Paste. Cool. Save. Okay, so you can go to the description now, click on the Google Drive links and see what the prizes are. Pretty damn good prizes, I must say. And let me go to Instagram and paste this to Instagram. Where should I do this? I know. Let's see. Edit that. That's good enough. So hold on. That screenshot actually sucked. Jeez. Oh, in case you missed it. Oh man, airdrop. It airdropped the. Gosh. Okay. Copy that link. Free giveaway. Details in the YouTube description. Just send that. Boom. Okay, where are we? Yeah, I almost want to go back and just watch, a whole ton of Wiseman games from last season just to dispel the Wiseman's washed or whatever, or Wiseman can't do this, can't do that, when we actually have seen him do a lot of stuff. Someone come on board and say say things about Wiseman that weren't, that were super critical. I know Wiggs, no idea if he's going to play tomorrow. We'll see. Wow, man, these are some awesome compliments by Amy. Who's got the best comments ever? Amy, Roland, or Dean, or Robbie? That's the Mount Rushmore of Let's Go Warriors commentators. Yeah. But what am I doing there? I'm comparing. We don't do that. I don't want to compare you guys. Let's see. Okay. Correctamundo. Let's see. What are they going to do this off season? Wiggins is signed through next summer, so we're good with Wiggins. It's yeah, one thing at a time, A lot of things can happen between now and then, so we'll see. Oh, Amy said Dean facts. What did Dean say? I'm scrolling up. It makes me want to read. I mean, when you get the shout out from Amy, there's nothing like it. Let's see. That's cool. Oh man, you guys, so nice. Man, we're losing people. Right when I said we got a free giveaway, oh, now we gained 5 people. Cool. Yeah, no repeat winners. Yeah, but people don't know this. Roland won last live stream. So he has a kind heart. He has a kind heart. Can't wait to meet you because it'd be a lot easier for me to just give you the KT6s rather than ship it to you when you're in the Bay Area anyway. So eventually, meet up. I'm sure you emailed me. I haven't checked my email today. Oh, okay, let's see. There we go. We're caught up there. Now I got to go here. Yeah, I agree. I mean, last night he only played 9 guys only. It's hard to play more than 9. It really is. It's like it's hard to play 8 guys in your rec league game. 7 was always great. 8, 9 is nearly impossible. I had to advise, me being the commissioner of my rec league, I had to sometimes advise teams to go, hey, look, you brought 8 players today. So just do it like this. 3, this is how they did it in the All-Star game too. 3 backcourt players, 2 frontcourt players. Those are your 5. You have 3 guys sitting on the bench. Make sure that 2 of them, they did this in the Rising Stars game. That's why Jonathan Kuminga didn't play all that much, because of this strategy. Have your 2 backcourt players sub for those 3 backcourt players on the floor, and 1 frontcourt player sub for the 2 other frontcourt spots. So Kuminga was that one guy off the bench, and that's why he didn't get a whole lot of run. It's hard to play 10 guys in an NBA game. I think 9 is about the max. Luckily, they have 48 minutes to distribute. That's a whole lot more than, a rec league game or any other game. That's a lot more than NCAA. So I think cut our rotation to 8-9. That's another reason why I see Wiseman just being Looney's emergency backup. But you never know. You never know what'll happen. You never know. Maybe 2 guys get in foul trouble, and now you're running Wiseman JP pick and roll in the first quarter. You never know. And then we go on a 10-0 run because of that. And now Steve's like, okay, maybe that's my second unit from now on, because they just went on a 10-0 run, right? So things can happen. So I think the 9 that you see right now, I mean, and then Draymond's going to start. So then that will change. So then Jordan will probably come off the bench. And what's your mixture with that? And someone might tweak an ankle. I mean, right now, GP2 is not part of those 9 guys, right? So, yay. Let's see. Oh, cool. South Korea. Oh, wow. That's awesome. I don't think we've ever had anybody from South Korea. There's so many screenshots I'm doing of tonight, and it was a freaking G League game. Steph Curry hand vi? I don't think so. I don't think so. Ugh, cool. Let's see. What am I missing here? Oh, yeah. That's a good point, Rayson. Or is it Rayson? Jump down to the comments. Maybe we should do the giveaway. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think Steph has anything bothering him. Did I miss something though? The last game when he scored 47. Wait a minute, he just scored 47. Nothing's bothering him right now. Next question. Just kidding. See, I think Belly will be a big help. Yeah. I don't know. Let's what was yesterday's rotation, guys? Anybody know? Let's go look at that. Stephen Curry, that's easy. Game log. Oops. That's the one thing about BK Ref website. They have so many ads that pop up at the last second. It's very, very frustrating when you're just trying to click through quickly and get to your thing that you want to get to, but I guess they got to pay the bills. So yeah, basically 9 guys. I mean, 1 doesn't count. That was garbage time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Otto. Oh, and then Andre's coming back. Yeah. We can't base it off of tomorrow's game. Too many moving parts coming up. Oh yeah, Jabs Nana. Oh, thank you, Ray-san. Wow, where have you been? You're a perfect fit for this channel. We like to see things glass half full here. Mostly because there's a lot of places you can just go glass half empty. You know, Twitter, Reddit. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Wow. That's cool stuff, man. It's too many to screenshot. Huh. Jerry, I noticed a couple times James did do a good job on the pick and roll. So it wasn't all bad. All right, rolling April 2nd. All right. Cool. I caught up to that comment. Let's go down here. India. Oh, yeah. Oh, I think India is definitely the next country that the NBA is wanting to hit up. Adam Silver, you know, he wants to have something. Oh, what's up, Connor? So I'm sure India is one of the places they would love to have an NBA game. They did start doing development camps there. Yeah, but Andre, I mean, Andre is seasoned veteran playoffs, finals MVP. Bob Myers talked about that today. I wonder if I can, I wonder if I have that recording. Let's see. I just recorded it on my phone. We might as well talk about, I mean, we're diehards. We're diehards, so that's what we do. Let's see.
The biggest thing is just that he's healthy, and that's the
oh, that's Steve Kerr about Wiseman. Wrong one. Sorry. Did this one?
Sunday at Chase Center, he looked really good. He's sure he's
no,
got some
that's
things
Wiseman.
to work on, but
wow, they talked 3 minutes and 41 seconds on Wiseman.
In terms of how you guys are working on not just with Clay and Steph and Draymond, but
Here
also
you
with Jordan Poole specifically, and how you guys are going to use him in creative ways. You start him a couple of times. He's playing way better off the bench. It feels like he's really ascending, and he's very comfortable right now. What has gone into these conversations behind the scenes with you and Steve Kerr, and maybe even some of the players?
Okay, so I'm pausing that right there. So I think they talked about Andre in this one, Jerry. So listen up.
Yeah, Jordan, you see the talent, right? You guys see the talent. So now what do? That's what we saw and liked in the draft. You see talent. But then what are you going to do with that talent? Because it's not, most players aren't coming in ready-made, and then we have a system where he's got to fit in with some pretty good players. So throughout last year at the end mostly, and then this year it's about where do we fit him in the best. And then it's been well chronicled, Steve demanding good defense from Jordan. I mean, he's got the offense. I mean, when we evaluate players, you see the free throw shooting. When you see, and obviously, I guess he missed a couple last.
He missed 2. I couldn't believe it.
5 of 7.
Kind of crazy. But, I think he's still number one in the league.
Yes.
When you can shoot free throws that well, it does correlate to shooting threes. It does. Mm-hmm. Or shooting in any capacity. It should. It makes sense. So the fact that he can shoot so often the line means he's going to be a good three-point shooter. He is a good three-point shooter. So now, do you play him with Steph and Clay, which we're experimenting with? There isn't a huge sample size. If you look at that sample size, the net rating is really good. Mm-hmm. But then who's going to play around them? Are you going to put Looney out there? And is Otto the 4? Is Wiggins the 4? Is Kuminga the 4? Does he go Looney, Draymond? That's the stuff that we need these last stretch of games to figure out. But I think we all could conclude Jordan is really important to what we do. Whether he starts or come off the bench or finishes games or not, you fear him a little bit. On the opposing team, he's on the board, and he's up there pretty high. How you defend Poole. He's one of our best passers. You want as many shot creators as you can have on a team. Draymond creates shots for his teammates, not necessarily for himself. Steph does both, and I think Jordan does both. Clay mostly for himself, which is fine. You need guys like that. Wiggins probably better for himself, but Jordan, probably Steph and Draymond as far as creating for others. So it all kind of has to fit together. And the truth is, Steve, work in progress. Not a bad thing, but that hasn't settled. And it hopefully just continues to improve. But I'm watching it the same way you guys are.
Right.
We have had so many different lineups. We still haven't started Steph, Clay, and Draymond the entire year. I mean, it's crazy, right? So that's where these last, 13 games or whatever it is, 12, we need a little more runway to answer those questions in a way where we have a little bit more understanding going into the playoffs.
Bob Myers here on the Morning Roast on.
Crap. Didn't talk about Andre in that one. So let me see if I got it in the other one. What's this one?
Hey, we're talking championships, so he's down the sun.
Makes him who he is. He's, something people said recently, you got to speak some into existence. Maybe he was doing that. A lot of guys on the team have won. Not a lot, but a few. Some haven't.
Right.
And I think before you get to that place to actually say it, maybe some other guys on the team hear that and go, you know what? That is real. Or he believes that. So that's one part of it. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's for his teammates. I don't think Draymond needs confidence. I don't think Steph and Clay have done it before. So I don't know that.
This is when they asked him, they said, hey, did you see Draymond yesterday at the post game? He said that I don't care if we're the 2 or 3 seed, we're winning the championship. So this is his response.
They need to feel someone tell them they're going to do it. The other thing is, he's just saying something that all these other teams believe. I'm sure, 5 teams in the East, their players think they're winning the championship, and 4 or 5 in the West. And why shouldn't they? I mean, what else are we doing? I like when players talk about winning. I do. Look, you can argue whether a guy should guarantee a championship. No, that's Draymond. That's fine. But I love when you talk about the team. I think there's a lot of talk about individuals, and individuals' highlights when they promote games, this player versus that player. Fine, that's how the league is marketed. But I love when you talk about winning. And Draymond, when he last week when we were struggling in the panic meter, I don't know what was it.
This is awesome.
I was at an 8.
Shazzy was at an 9.
This is awesome right here.
Yeah, Bob, I was at like a 2. I was chilling.
I was
chilling. I even wore shades to the studio. That's how chill I was.
Yeah. So that makes you guys good radio because one of you is relaxed.
Exactly.
Good that one of you is an 8. Boring if you're both 2.
Thank you.
I appreciate the 8.
Thank you.
So Draymond says, we're in the weight room and he says, when I come back, it's not just it doesn't just snap back. And I looked at him and I said, yes, it does. And he said, what are you talking about? I said, because you win. You're a winner. And he said, he kind of looked at me and I said, we're going to win when you come back because you've won your whole life. Why would it change? And I believe that. I believe that. He has won everywhere. He won at Michigan State. He won in high school. He's won in the pros. And, you know, people listening might say, well, what does that mean? Winning is a skill just as much as shooting is a skill. Mm-hmm. It's hard to quantify, but I promise you, you know, you guys played sports. Maybe it's not the most talented player, but if you play pickup basketball, you play these things, and you eventually realize, why does that guy's team always win? Not even the best guy, but his team always wins. In any sport, there's guys like that, and he's one of them. Now, he impacts winning tremendously. You saw some of it last night. You got to look a little closer with him. You study the game, and you see all the tiny little things he does, and it fits well with guys like Steph and Clay, who do the things that people notice more, which are the shots and the scoring. And so it fits well, and we've needed him. Our team doesn't. The sum of the parts is a lot more than the individuals with our team. Maybe more so than many teams because it all has to work together for us to be great.
His little like shovel hand.
Oh, that one didn't have Andre in it either. But basically, Bob, I'm pretty sure it was Bob. Don't quote me on that. Just basically talked about how Andre, he's been there, he's done that. So we still want to have him. Oh, it started with his health. So maybe it was the first thing that I recorded. Damn. Let me see.
My view of it, clearly I'm happy for Draymond, happy for all the players. Happy for those three have never been anywhere else.
Oh, yeah, okay.
In their career, and I was talking the other day about that. Because Iguodala, has. So Andre was in the locker room, and I said, Andre, tell him what it's like in other places. They don't know. I mean, look, I don't know either, I suppose, but when I was an agent, I heard a lot about other places. So it's pretty rare, and what makes it unique to be a Warriors fan, that is very uncommon in any sport now, to see guys that have played together for close to 10 years. Maybe it is 10 years. And to be good and successful. You just do not see that. I don't know if we'll see it again. So I take pride in watching those guys. I've enjoyed watching them, and we're going to get to keep watching them, but I don't take that for granted. It's just so rare in sports now.
Yeah, no doubt. Bob Myers here on the morning. What's on that?
That's it. All right. I don't know, man. It's just like Clippers can keep Ty Lue. Yeah, I love Ty Lue. If you were on every live stream we have with Ty Lue, I got nothing but good things to say about Ty Lue. And yet, I'd rather have Steve run the Warriors than Ty Lue. So I choose not to nitpick Steve Kerr. You think everyone needs to be perfect at everything. I mean, I've said this every single live stream when somebody comes on complaining about the rotations. You go to the local gym, Boys and Girls Club, they would gladly have you volunteer as their youth coach. We'll see how you manage a bunch of, youth, 8 guys. We'll see how you manage that. You're not going to do a perfect job either, because there are a million combinations you could do. You need to respect how difficult that is. So you need to come on here and say, oh, Lou's better than Kerr managing lineups. Like, so what? I still rather go with Kerr to win the game and to have my franchise have the most shots at being in the Final Four of the NBA playoffs each and every year. I'd still rather have Steve Kerr by a mile. Because Steve Kerr, man, he's made Decky famous. He's made Wiseman's player development coach famous. Who is the Lakers? I mean, who is the Clippers? Who is the Clippers player development coach that's developing Zubats? I don't know. I don't know who that is. I don't know if they have a guy like that. But Steve has also created the infrastructure below him. So has Joe Lacob. It's nice to have a state-of-the-art training room in your own facility, in your own arena. That's an advantage. But Steve has also brought in the people to take care of every single aspect. Analytics guy, Mike Brown sets the rotations. You probably didn't even know that, did you? Mike Brown sets the rotations in the spreadsheet. He's got a brain trust of people that he goes to: Nick Uren, Chris DeMarco, Bruce Fraser. Not that Ty Lue doesn't, but Steve has got the managing of lineups covered. And it's not just him sitting in a room by himself making the decisions. It's not just him on the court by himself making those decisions. It's a collaboration. And that's about as good as you can ask for. You know? I mean, John F. Kennedy, during the Cuban Missile Crisis, it wasn't him alone that got us out of that. It was a team of people working together, right? Like, what more can you ask for? Sure, things didn't go right all the time, but he got us out of that jam. And that's all you can really ask for with Steve, is that he's assembled the best team that we can assemble. And it's not all about him. And, you know, it's like, man, you are seriously nitpicking here. I just don't know what else to say. For you to think that Steve isn't learning constantly from other places, as if he doesn't have a video coordinator that's looking at other tape, that's maybe stealing an ATO here or there. He steals a lot of the ATOs. Everybody steals from each other. I mean, if you're in an NBA franchise, you damn well better have a video coordinator who's out there stealing other people's plays. You damn well better have that guy hired on your squad. Otherwise, you're not competing with 29 other franchises. So I think the root of what you're bringing to the table here is you demand perfection, and you've been frustrated by, maybe it was the 5-game losing streak. So I just feel like Steve's an easy target for you to scratch that itch of emotion that's bothering you. I think that's at the root of what's happening here. I just, or maybe it's just that I needed to explain that Steve has done everything in his power to hire the right people to do all of the little things that you can think of. Like, he's probably thought of more stuff than I could ever dream of when I was coaching all the all-star lineups that I try to make from my league to put into traveling tournaments. Man, it would have been great to have a video guy to deal with sprained ankles. I think it said a lot about Rick Celebrini, not just Draymond's endorsement last night in the postgame, but also the fact that we saw Wiseman come out and get a double-double, a near double-double in the first game and a double-double the second game. That tells me that, yeah, he was as conditioned as you can be to be ready for that first G League game. Good job, Rick Celebrini. And Wiseman was also mentally ready to play those 20 minutes. To have an output like that, double-double almost, 2 straight games, I think that says a lot about Rick Celebrini, actually. Which then, he reports up to Steve, so Steve should get the credit as well, that they have managed that rehab as best as they can, given the cards that were dealt by fate. I think again, if you would try to look at things initially from the positive angle, then you wouldn't have had that frustration with Steve in the first place. Like, you would understand that he's got a super difficult job, and there's just a lot on his plate, and I think he's doing as good a job as you can ask of any human being to do. And that's really because of his experiences, because he's been multiple champion, he's been around greats, Michael Jordan, Phil Jackson, all of them, Popovich, Lute Olson. Not only that, but he's learned from mistakes. He's learned from 2019 and 2020 when the roster was just way too young. And yeah, we had a lot of pieces missing, but the rocky development of certain guys kind of, last year with Wiseman not really having a training camp and stuff, I think he realized that, wait a minute, a lot of these kids coming into the draft, they really don't have that training. Like, he often says, he's still told the story 2 or 3 times where if JK had gone to North Carolina and, Michael Jordan style, had been yelled at every single day to go rebound and box out and move your feet by Dean Smith, legendary coach, JK wouldn't be making these mistakes at the NBA level. But it's a totally different world now. So maybe it took a while for Steve to realize that, but come on, he had KD. We had the world's most deadliest starting 5 for 4 years. 4 years, went to the finals 5 straight 4 years, right? No, 3 years. 3 years. And to adjust from that and suddenly pivot to be in this awesome place where you can develop guys like Moody and JK the right way, and Wiseman and Jordan Poole the right way, that's a lot to ask of a guy to just flip on a dime and understand that. He had to learn the hard way, which a lot of people got on him for 2019 and 20, and then last year a lot of people got on him, but he learned. I don't think we can ask any more of Steve. So that's my diatribe. But what else we got? Anyways, I think we've done the best that we can to try and have you look at Steve Kerr as glass half full rather than glass half empty. So that's what I'm just getting at. That's what I'm just getting at. And I appreciate everybody's energy and passion and attempts to try and exude that positivity part. So 99 people, well, let's do a giveaway. So Jerry, if you get picked, if your comment gets picked and it was one that was criticizing Steve, that wouldn't be fair. I'm not saying that criticizing Steve is a crime. No. I'm just trying to show you how to, look at things from the glass half full perspective. But if I do pick that comment, that wouldn't be fair compared to picking somebody's comment that was like something good to say, even if it was just "Let's go Warriors" from back when we were showing the G League game. So let's do that. And again, to win these prizes, which look in the description, click on the Google Drive. These are pretty quality prizes. To win, go look at those prizes, and let me try and do the copy paste of the comments. Very rudimentary way. Oh, hey, Nick, no news on GP and Wiggins. It's day to day. So we'll see. So this is how we do it. We go here. I just do a straight copy of the comments, which is a lot, especially tonight. Some of the people from the beginning may have gotten boxed out of that. Let's go live chat. Oh gosh. Oh wow, it only shows the last 300 or so comments. Oh well. You just got to go with something, and this is how I'm doing it. Got a lot of prizes, so it's no biggie. Got a lot to go around. Spread the wealth. Spread the positivity. So what we do is we go to random.org and we go to Dice Roller. Then the other one is random.org list randomizer. So the first thing that we do is we roll the dice to see how many times we're going to reorder the list to choose somebody in the number one position. Rebecca actually came up with this, and I think she got it from her studies at NYU sports management program, which she's been really busy with. So that's probably why we haven't seen her on a live stream lately. So I rolled an 8 again. We rolled an 8 last night. This is where I enter the items. So let's change that so you can see that better. Sorry about that. I rolled an 8. Okay. Paste the whole darn thing and randomize 8 times. Let's see what happens. 1. Oh, Luis would have won, but we got to do it 7 more times. Scroll down. 2. Oh, Roland. Haha. Roland can't win, though. We're not going to repeat unless we exhaust all of the prizes and have to start all over. This is the 3rd time. Tyronn Lue won. Just kidding. Whatever. We just got to get through these. 4 times. Ooh, Connor. 5. 6. Abby would have won. 7. And then here's the last time. Last time right here. Remember, it's got to be positive. It's got to be positive. Okay? Because there's been a lot of negative ones in the last 300. Oh, no winner. No winner. Do it again. No winner. That's somebody's adding Jerry. Let's try it again. Abby. Abby, you win. But you're in India. So email me because we got to figure out how to ship whatever prize you pick. I haven't figured that out. I haven't figured that out. I mean, maybe if I have a really strong month during the playoffs on YouTube. My best month ever was like several $1,000s. It was like, whoa. And that I can, if we have a month like that in the playoffs, usually I'm just scraping by, right? You got to remember when it's June, July, August, and September, I ain't getting paid diddly squat on YouTube because there's no basketball. So it all evens out. But if we have a superb month, like in the playoffs, then I'd be more than happy to just ship it out to you. Like $50-$60 isn't going to change my day in a superb month, right? So, but we got to work together and just figure it out, right? So I want to get you your prize. We'll just figure it out. I mean, you can a t-shirt would be a lot cheaper than sending you shoes. So we'll figure something out. But why don't you email me? So Abby, please email me, okay? Hey, by the way, isn't that better than being a blue mod? Please email me at rich@letsgowarriors.com. Hey, don't forget, okay? Because I'm sure people will remind me all the winners we gotta remember. You can see the winners on the Google Drive, like Roland picked the KT6, so you can see his name is by the KT6. So that's how we can remember who goes to what. All right. Okay. Is Wiseman coming back soon? Don't know. Don't know. Cool. But Abby, just email me, okay? Email me. We're thinking Wiseman will come back Sunday with the Spurs because there's not a lot of games left. And you want to throw him in the NBA at some point and get some reps in the NBA. Yeah, it'd be a good challenge, though, tomorrow. Good challenge. We'll be up to coaching. As a former coach, Jerry, though, I'm a former coach, and I'm like, yo, why are you guys blaming me, man? You need to play better. You know, I'm just saying. Appreciate you, Abby. Yeah, we should have the most experience in terms of Dre, Clay, Steph, and Andre, right? Okay. Yep, I don't disagree with that. That's why it's not, I mean, one part of me, I mean, if I was in the Warriors locker room, I'm like, yeah, Dre, I got you, ride or die. But since I'm here right now and you know, you put a gun to my head and you go, who's winning the championship? You know, I've seen a lot, and, you know, but man, we weren't supposed to win the championship in 2015 either. So anything can happen. Anything can happen. I don't know. I'm worried about Phoenix. You know, Phoenix is looking good, but I also feel like that if Steph, Clay, Dre, and Andre are at their best, that's pretty hard to beat. But that's the question: is are we fully healthy? You know, 100%. Andre, don't know. But I accept whatever happens. I think we do need to go at least 6 games Western Conference Finals if we want to have any shot of having GP2 come back, Otto come back, maybe even Belly, you know. For guys to come back, we need to make a deep run in the playoffs to prove to those guys that, hey, life is short, but next year sure looks like we can reach the championship again. So there is that. Anyways, congratulations, Abby. Cool. Let's go, Warriors. I think playoff roster size, I think Steve even said it was going to be no more than 9-10 guys. And we saw last night, probably going to be 9. Saw the last couple nights, going to be 9. All right, Miguel. Yeah, please come back. Email me, Abby. Like the manifestation, okay? Hopefully. Let's see. What do you think Wiseman's numbers? Yeah, I've already said earlier in the chat that I just want I think Wiseman's just going to be the emergency foul trouble backup to Looney. That's what I think right now. But a lot can change. Maybe Wiseman goes nuts during these last 13 games. You never know. Paul George is not. I don't know. I thought Paul George played pretty well with the Clippers last season in the playoffs. I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus on that. Let's see. Let's go back. Let me show you my website there. Something. Okay. Sure. Yeah, but every time another team has a back-to-back and we go, oh, they had a back-to-back, then we get beat. It seems like that it always seems to happen to us. So it's like if I were Steve, I was like, okay, nobody tell these guys that Boston's coming in on a back-to-back. Don't tell them that because then they'll let up a little bit. So I think we've lost our healthy share of games against teams coming off a back-to-back. It'd be great to have the Bucks. I love the Bucks, actually. I like Giannis. I like Giannis so much. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, man. What a comment. Robbie coming through. Hopefully Robbie wins something soon. Let me block that webcams real quick and then, oh, thanks. Somebody got to them. And we'll call it a night. We'll call it a night. Rest Andre. Well, no, he's got to get, you don't want him rusty and then boom, first game has got to be in the playoffs. You need that chemistry. So I understand that. I understand it's not a video game, right? It's not a situation where you rest a guy and his health will increase by whatever algorithm NBA 2K has for that. Like, there's no algorithm for getting out there on the court with Draymond and Steph and Clay. There's no way to replicate that other than actually doing it. You can't even replicate that in scrimmage. You have to do that in a real NBA game. So I think the goal, and Bob said it today somewhere in that radio broadcast that I played, he said that they wanted to get Andre a few games for sure. No. Unless there's an injury, knock on wood. And as they've been saying, there's not a whole lot of buyout candidates that are attractive. So, I mean, Robin Lopez, no. Wiseman's coming back. Even a guy like Tyreek Evans is just a free agent. So we don't want to sign anybody because if we sign anybody, that means somebody got injured. Yeah. All right, I've been on for a while. I need to go eat. And when tomorrow we got the Boston Celtics, I mean, what is that? 7:00 tip off. Therefore, and I haven't done much on the video front for the channel. Got to keep the food on the table somehow. So tomorrow, 7:00 tip off. So I should be on by 6:30. So we're looking at 20 hours from now or so, 20 hours from now. So yeah, see you in 20 hours. Okay. On the way out, please splash that like button. Okay. Help me out. Be sure to subscribe. Abby, be sure you're subscribing because only the winners have to be subscribed to the channel. Jordan Bell. No, Jordan Bell is playing with Team USA right now, qualifying matchup and stuff. All right. See you in like 20 hours or so. Thanks, guys. Take care.